Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stephanie Widodo, and I will present our research on market dynamic and consumer intention for dengue vaccination in Indonesia. This study was conducted in collaboration with Herni Justiana Astuti. Here's a quick overview of the content. We will start with introduction, and then we continue the research on vaccine acceptance, and I will discuss about hypothesis and study design, continue with result and discussion, and then I will show our quality assurance of indicator and construct, and end with the conclusion and recommendation. Now, why we conduct this research? Dengue fever is mosquito-borne virus that remains a serious public health challenge in Indonesia. The tropical climate and rapid urbanization create ideal conditions for ED mosquito proliferation. And this will result of frequent outbreaks result in substantial morbidity and economic impact. Many studies demonstrate the impact of climate factor on dengue transmission. Despite factor control strategies, dengue prevalence remain high. Hence, vaccination is increasingly considered a necessary complementary strategy in public health effort. There is a need of innovative approach. Understanding what drives people's willingness to vaccinate is key to ensuring high coverage and program success. On the research, we use the health belief model to explore how individuals are more likely to vaccinate if they feel highly susceptible for the disease. And then the social norm and peer influence also play a crucial roles. Additionally, social, cultural, and physiological factors also we use in this research. Positive attitudes toward vaccine are strong predictor of vaccination intention. But limited study examining dengue vaccination intention in Indonesia highlight a crucial knowledge gap. The next part of our study is hypothesis and study design. Our study hypothesized that vaccine intention are shaped by the role of attitude. We also investigate mediating factors such as perceived effectiveness, trust, and social influences. There are 5 factors independent of collaboration between the health belief model and socio-cultural physiological factor. The first one is perceived benefit, trust, technology acceptance, religiosity, and the last is perceived risk. We have one moderation factor, that is attitude, to see the intention of dengue vaccination. A cross-sectional survey with 320 respondents was conducted online using the snowball sampling. Data collected using a validated questionnaire covering key factors. Then we analyze using the SAM-PLS, is structural equation modeling partial least squares, and all construct we test for reliability and validity using the Cronbach alpha, Rho-C, Rho-A, and AVE. The result of our study are we found no significant difference in vaccine intention based on gender. You can see the p-value is 0.8, and then for salary also no significant because the p-value is 0.7, and for the resident also no significant because the p-value is 0.9. But for gender and ethnicity, we found that there is significant association because the p-value is less than 0.05. From the participant characteristic, we can conclude that age and ethnicity show meaningful association, but gender, salary, and resident, no association. This is suggests that other factors play a larger role than economic status. Interestingly, we found that perceived vaccine risk did not significantly influence attitude or intention. This may indicate a gap in risk communication or public awareness. This is the result of our study using SAMPLS. You can see there is 5 of independent factors. There is risk, benefit, technology, religiosity, and trust. And one moderation factor, there is attitude, to see the intention of vaccine dengue. There is 5 parts. The first one is risk, attitude, and intention. The second is benefit, attitude, and intention. The third one is technology, attitude, and intention. The fourth is religious, attitude, and intention. And the last is trust, attitude, and intention. From this part, we will see the direction, the indirect effect, the direct effect, and the last one is what is the status of those paths. For the first part, from the risk, attitude, and intention, we can see that not significant link between the risk, attitude, and intention. In contrast, for the second part, we can see that perceived benefit and attitude has strong influence or intention. For technology, had a direct effect on intention, suggesting the importance of access. The religiosity negatively affected the intention, suggesting potential cultural barriers. And the last, the trust significantly influenced attitude and intention, both directly or through the mediation. From those results, I will highlight 3 parts that have direct effect. The first one is technology significantly directly affect vaccine intention, but does not shape attitudes meaningfully. The second one is religiosity has a significant direct effect, but in negative, on vaccine intention by bypassing attitude. The third one is trust significantly positively affect attitude and has a complementary partial mediation effect on vaccine intention. For quality assurance of indicator and construct, we must check it to support the robustness of our result. We ensure our construct was statistically sound. Our reliability indicator exceed the accepted threshold, ensuring the consistency and accuracy of our measurement tools. For reliability, we use alpha, rho C, and rho A, all pass the threshold of 0.7. And for validity, we using the AVE values. For the conclusion, there is trust is the strongest predictor of vaccine intention. And the second is attitude mediates the impact of trust and perceived benefit. Therefore, building trust is crucial for improving vaccine uptake. From those key findings, we make public health strategies for recommendation to enhance the vaccine uptake for participants in Indonesia. The first one is building trust through transparency and community engagement. The second one is emphasizing vaccine benefit and leveraging technological tools for accessibility. And the third one is addressing cultural and religious barriers to improve dengue vaccine acceptance in Indonesia. This insight highlights to need to cultivate consumer trust, then communicated clear vaccine benefit, and the last is promote technology-driven engagement. Tailor public health messaging that respect cultural and religious values can better align with the market dynamic and drive greater acceptance of the dengue vaccine in Indonesia. Thank you for your attention. We welcome any question or feedback regarding our study.